sights on, high life drone, twilight zone, fly like I'm stoned. They way gone, J-Way is known. Go hard, go home, get money long. My life up, flow like up, hoes like yup. I'm like fuck, where's my phone?
That most men live lives of quiet desperation. It's one of my favorite quotes ever because it's true. And I've been that guy.
Oh my God.
You're just in this world where you just can't wait to just run away.
How do you think they get stuck there?
Bills.
Bills, like financial bills?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Bills and commitment. You have an apartment you have to pay for. You have a wife that you have to feed. You have a child you have to raise. You have your mortgage. You have your this. You have your that. And that's where it all comes from. The way you can change is you have to put aside enough money to give yourself a window. And then you have to have a plan. And you have to spend all your waking hours outside of whatever shit job you do planning your escape. And you have to come to the realization very clearly that you fucked up and you got yourself stuck. So whatever you're doing, you have to do it like your life depends on it. Whatever time that you have to attack like you're trying to save the world.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Jason, coming back with another one, man. And I love that clip from Joe Rogan, you know what I'm saying? Because he kept it 100. A lot of us, right, we realized that we did fuck up. A lot of us feel like we are drowning, you know what I'm saying? And we did it to ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And that's when you really start to wake up, though. I want y'all to understand that. When y'all realize that, hey, you know what? I really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's when you get your ass in gear and start doing whatever it takes to get out of it. Like he said, you know, when you get out of your shit job or whatever it is, you just put in a lot of work to get out of your situation. You know, you work hard, you work like you fucking saving the world on whatever it is, like you saving the world. That's how much energy you gotta put towards getting yourself out of these binds and these holes that we put ourselves in for whatever the reason. But yeah, he right. A lot of it is, you know, finances, you know, the bills, you know, wives, kids, all of that shit. You got a mortgage to pay, apartment to pay for. You know, when you try to do all of these things and it just weigh heavy on you. It just weigh heavy on you. So like he said, it's just a lot of men living in this world just, you know, just damn near ready to just run away. They waiting for it to be over, living life in quiet desperation. You know, and you don't want to live like that, man. That's just not the way to live. Just living in quiet desperation, just going with the flow of shit, and deep down you just unhappy. You know, deep down you just unhappy with the world that you created, the life that you created, the hole that you dug for yourself. I'm not saying that it's something wrong with having a wife or a mortgage and house and apartments and kids or any of those things. But a lot of the times, right, as men, we just end up there from decisions that we make. And it's not saying that we just trying to just ditch all of that and run from it. You know what I mean? It's not saying that. It's not saying that, oh man, I just want to run. Sometimes though, you look at your situation and you know you blessed for what you have, but it's like, damn, you know what I mean? You got to understand there's a lot of people that's just not happy. It's a lot of people that's going through something deeper because they just living their life just to pay bills. They living their life just to take care of all of the people that's around them. And it's no longer, it's no longer healthy because they not paying attention to themselves. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just all about all those surrounding things that he named, that Joe Rogan named in there. You know, with mortgages and bills and kids and wives and girlfriends and all of that other shit. So even with all that being said, man, you just gotta, when you snap out of it, that's when you will start seeing things and you will try to work towards greater things. You will stay on your purpose. You will find a purpose, and then you will start to elevate. You know what I mean? And you gonna start putting in work towards that shit. Like I always tell y'all, when you leave these jobs and these places, listen, you gotta work for something greater. You know, it just don't stop here and then you go home and then, you know, you just, you know, you doing all of these things that's not contributing to anything. You know, it don't stop here. You gotta put in work. You gotta put in just as much work after you leave work than you put in this motherfucker. Because they pay you to forget about your dreams. You know, you done did all of this work for them, you know, but when you leave these jobs, you don't do nothing for yourself. You don't put in no work that's gonna get you closer to where you trying to get to in life. So you gotta make a plan like Joe Rogan said. You know, don't nobody wanna die in these fucking scruffy ass places and all of that other shit. Nobody wanna die in these fucking warehouses and, you know, these dead end ass jobs and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But we see a lot of people do. You know what I mean? We see a lot of people that do that and they just live their life exactly like how Joe Rogan described. You know what I'm saying? And that saying, you know what I mean? They live their life in desperation, quiet desperation, just leaving the job and just going home. And they pretty much like living like Lester Burnham. Now, if you don't know who Lester Burnham is, I advise you to watch the movie American Beauty. You know what I mean? Lester Burnham wasn't happy with his regular life that he had. Yeah, he had the house, he had the wife, he had the child, but deep down he was depressed. Deep down he wasn't happy. Deep down he was suffering in quiet desperation. He just wanted to run away, but he started to wake up. He started to wake up, and then you know what he did? He started working on himself. You know what I'm saying? He started doing things out of the norm. He started, you know what I mean? He started running. He started running, jogging in the neighborhood. He got himself a weight bench, pulled that shit out in the garage, started working out. You know, he started doing things out of his norm, you know what I mean, to just better his situation. You know what I'm saying? Now, that movie Go a Little Left is a little crazy, but it's a great movie. I advise you to watch that because deep down inside, man, we all living like Lester Burnham right now. We all living like Lester Burnham. So we got to wake up and start working on more. We can't just give in to our circumstance. Yeah, we created this world that we live in, but guess what? Just how we created this shit, we can get ourselves out of it and still be able to make the ones happy around us. But it start with you. It start with you. I'm not telling you need to run away from your wife and stop handling your responsibilities as a parent or any of that. But guess what? It's more to life than just working that funky ass job and taking care of everybody else. You got to start focusing on you and think about the things and start planning shit that could better everybody's surroundings. You know, change the tide of this shit. You can do that shit. You know, sometimes, you know, you just look up and then you see the world you created and you know what? It ain't enough sometimes. You know that you could do better. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with feeling like, you know what, I could do better. I could start my own business so I ain't got to work for these motherfuckers no more. I could start investing. I could start doing this. I need to start working on my health and getting my mind right so I can do some things, so I can do more with my life. Not just sit around and get old and die. You got people out here. You got wives out here. You know what I'm saying? That will want you to do that. They want you to give up on your dreams too. You know what I'm saying? You got some people just like that. Even vice versa. You got some motherfucking husbands out there that want their wives to give up on their dreams. You know what I'm saying? And don't want to push them to do nothing. Just be there for them. And the wife could have a good money move, a good plan that could better the situation. You know what I'm saying? So this shit work vice versa. But, you know, I got to talk to the fellas because a lot of us find ourselves in these situations that we put ourselves in when we were younger. You know what I'm saying? When we was making these mistakes, when we was giving in to these escapism and addictions and all of that shit. But guess what? Like I said, how we got ourselves in that shit, we can get ourselves out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody saying that you ain't blessed for the things that you got. No, but you know that you're not living out your full potential. It's something telling you that you're not living out your full potential. Something telling you that you're not the best version of yourself in this life. So guess what? Something trying to tell you something. The Most High trying to tell you something. You know, you getting these clues and having this feeling. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all chosen ones and not even realizing it. So you got to wake up. The clues is out there. The universe is trying to tell you something. You know what I mean? Ain't no fucking crime to want more in life. You know, the only crime come in is when you try to take shortcuts to get it. No, it start with acknowledging the mistakes that you made. Acknowledge what you did wrong. Say it just like he said it. You know, wake up. One day you just gonna wake up and be, you know, you're gonna look around and be like, man, you know what? I fucked up. I fucked up. So guess what? Whatever shit job you leave, start putting in work. Start putting in work. The job don't stop here. The job to salvage and save your life and change everybody's life, including yours, don't stop here. They not gonna do it for you. They don't care. They don't care here. They got you. They own you for whatever amount of hours, and that's it. So after that, listen, you got to put in the work that you need to. You own yourself after that. After that, you own yourself. But stop doing the same old shit when you leave these jobs. When you get off, stop doing the same old shit. Stop being so quick to go crack open a beer. Stop being so quick to go light up a blunt and turn on a video game. If you ain't happy, you're going to have to work towards something. You're going to have to change some shit. And that's what people not realizing. They just want to sit there and just suffer in silence. Who the fuck want to live like that? I don't. I don't want to suffer in silence, bro. I don't want to suffer in silence. I'd rather put in this work. I'd rather put in this work and fucking listen. Sometimes, listen, things don't go the way we think it's going to go. But you know what feels good? When you fucking try. When you try to change some shit. That's what feel good. When you didn't surrender. A lot of us can die and be okay with dying long as we didn't surrender. Because I don't know about y'all, but I'd rather die a fucking soldier than live a fucking coward. I'd rather die a soldier than live a coward. I'd rather fight than just give in and surrender in this life. So y'all need to have the same mindset and move forward. Start jumping and doing shit. Start doing the things that you wanted to do that's going to make you happy, that's going to bring you happiness, whatever it is. Start doing it now. Don't wait. Don't wait. Spring into action. That's all you need to worry about. It don't stop here in these places. I don't care. I don't care. If I ain't got to eat lunch while I'm here, guess what? I'm going to make a video. I just ain't going to eat no lunch. Fuck it. I ain't going to eat no lunch. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I like what I do. It's making me happy. Semen retention is making me happy. No fap is making me happy. I'm going to continue to work. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm starting to branch off and do things I ain't never did before now that I'm on retention. Now I'm looking into taking these fucking courses on these fucking computers and all of this shit. Looking into this investment stuff and doing all of these things. NFTs and shit like that. My mind wouldn't even go into these places before semen retention. But I knew I had to do something. I ain't saying that semen retention is the key for everything, but guess what? This was a hell of a jump start. This was a hell of a fucking joke. It's like I got hit with electricity that woke my black ass up. That's what it feel like. So what will it take for y'all to get hit with that fucking electricity so y'all can wake y'all ass up and get out of that funk? Because nobody else gonna do it for you. You gonna have to do it for you. And the people that you care about that's around you. Nobody else. So the question is, what you gonna do? Are you gonna suffer in silence? Or is you gonna start living your life and work on becoming and reaching your full potential in this bitch. The choice is yours.
Hustle hard, yeah, that's all day. I'ma keep putting in work, yeah, that's all day. I'm in here to do my job, yeah, that's all day. What I do ain't a facade, this is all J. Hustle hard, yeah, that's all day. I'ma keep putting in work, yeah, that's all day. I'm in here